All right, so let's take a closer look at the weekend for the two young second basemen, two rookie second basemen, Travis Bazzana of the Guardians and J.J. Wetherholt. So Bazzana 7 for 12 in Houston with a couple of homers. Both of those homers came in the same game. And same too for J.J. Wetherholt, 6 for 13. And he also had a multi-homer game to lead the Cardinals to victory.
Pace, we had Wetherholt in the studio. I'm blown away by the confidence and the swagger from both of these young studs on the field already.
No, Shaz, it's impressive. I mean, they stood out to me this weekend because, you know, you talk about the young players in the game and who's up and coming, and these guys are starting to, like, glaringly get better as they play, which is, and Caglianone, he's going to come up on the board. I want to, with the draft coming up, I'd like to look back at the draft and just see where these guys were drafted. You talk about 2024. Look at this draft. I mean, this could turn out to be one of the greatest drafts ever. But you have Bazzana's the first pick overall. Look at Chase Burns there, Kurtz, Caglianone, who just was crushing balls this weekend coming into his zone. J.J. Wetherholt there at 7. But look at these guys, Connor Griffin, Montgomery Smith. These are some of the best players in the game right now. We're just picked in the draft only a couple years ago in 2024. But I want to look at these two guys in Travis Bazzana and J.J. Wetherholt, two of the best up-and-coming second basemen in the game. Bazzana being the first pick overall, man, this kid has done nothing but be an impact player so far. And J.J. Wetherholt, man, Pittsburgher, as a matter of fact, played on my son Jake's Allegheny Pirate team back in high school. I saw this kid a long time ago. Incredible bat to ball. But look at the F4 leaders among primary second baseman since the 28th, since Bazzana has been called up. I mean, these are some of the best in the game. You're talking at Wetherholt already as a rookie, sitting here at 2-1, and Bazzana making his impact at 23 years old at a 1.5, which has been so impressive. So I want to take a look. First off, let's take a look at Travis Bazzana and just what he does so well. I think, you know, when you watch him, this is the other day, and you know, Roflo wasn't too happy about this. But this guy showed in Houston this weekend what his abilities have. I mean, his ability to hit the ball out of the ballpark is impressive. He did it in college. That's why he went 1-1. He did it in the Cape Cod League when I saw him play a few years ago. But now at the big league level, we're starting to see why the Guardians like this guy so much. I mean, he has real power. He does a lot of things well. I want to slow this down. If you could bring that back real quick. One thing about Travis Bazzana, not the biggest of guys, so he has to kind of create leverage for himself. But his swing is so basic and simple. Go ahead and run this through and if you can get the toe tap when he puts that first front foot down. Right there, stop it. If you saw right there, it's very simple. I always say, one of the things I say is complexity is the enemy of execution. Complexity is the enemy of execution. At the big league level, if your movements are complex, these guys are the sharks on that mound. They'll eat you up. Bazzana has had success already at this level because it's a very simple swing. It's a pick it up, put it down, and then very direct A to B to the ball. Go ahead and run it through it. See right there. It's just such a simple swing that he gets through the ball. Run it again. Watch this. Watch this little leg kick, just a little up, down, bam, direct to the ball, A to B. That's why I think Bazzana is going to have some success here. Now, since June 14th, I want you to take a look at this stat right here. His first game without Jose Ramirez. When he went down, the Guardians' offense had been scuffling most of the year, and I think all of us were like, uh-oh, what's going to happen here? Well, since he's gone down, Bazzana is really taking his game to another level. You can see right here, 429, 5 extra base hits, but look at that slug right there. 952 and getting on base. But this is what he does. There's always a metric where you're looking at these guys, and they have to be doing something elite. For Bazzana, man, this guy knows the zone. And I think one of the biggest things is you're only as good as the pitch you swing at. And he's making great swing decisions. Look at his chase rate, obviously better than league average. In zone swing decisions. Look at his walk percentage and his whiff percentage. Doesn't punch out a ton, walks bigger than the Major League Baseball average. So when I see Bazzana and his zone discipline, man, that's going to serve him well as his career continues to go. Now let's take a look at J.J. Wetherholt. This guy right here, you know, it's been impressive since he's come up. But you saw yesterday in this game, hitting 2 home runs, that pitch up, out over the plate. Take a look at where this ball, man, that ball is driven into the gap. I mean, this creates such great leverage. And another one right here. This is why J.J. Wetherholt's so good. He goes line to line. He's not just a pull hitter. This guy can take that pitch middle in and shoot you to left center. And the biggest thing with J.J. Wetherholt, man, I'll tell you what, one of the best in the business on the four-seam fastball. There's not a fastball you can sneak by him right here. Paul Skeens, 96, J.J. Wetherholt back in the Berg, wanting to show the family how good he is, and he clipped Skeens early on. Now, if you could bring that back, too. As we talked about Bazzana before, hang on a second. When you go back to the 2024 draft, J.J. Wetherholt coming into that draft was like the best pure hitter in this draft is J.J. Wetherholt out of West Virginia, right? So good. And the biggest thing with him was that kind of that barrel awareness, the eye-hand coordination to be able to handle the zone. I want to show you, too, the same thing I said before. Complexity is the enemy of execution. J.J. Wetherholt, very simple. Kind of a pick it up, put it down. Go ahead and run this through. Right here, picks it up. Not a big leg kick. Puts it down, but watch the direction of, pause right here. Look at the hand action. There's no big movement. I mean, he's really coming downhill, right? He gets that leg kick down, and then his hands A to B. Bam, the barrel is going to show up. Keep running slow-mo if you can. Right there. I mean, look at that. And also, bring it back on contact if you could. Look how behind the ball he is. We talk about there's not a ton of forward movement. The rotation is elite behind the baseball. Look at the head down. I mean, it's just textbook. You would teach that swing right there to any young hitter if you could run that through. I mean, it's such a beautiful, beautiful swing when you talk about J.J. Wetherholt. But really, as we talked about it before, you want to talk about elite coverage of the four-seam heater. 9 of his 12 home runs have been on that four-seamer. The biggest thing, too, with young hitters, you start to realize these guys at the big league level, that upper rail heater, that's real. They're going to attack you there until you show you can hit it. Well, guess what? J.J. Wetherholt is hitting off that fastball, and the hard hit rate is elite, 626 slug on the four-seamer. But I think one thing, when you look at J.J. Wetherholt, his body of work, it's not just hitting. I mean, this guy was drafted as a shortstop. Obviously, with Wynn there at short, they moved him over to second. This guy can flat out play. He flat out get anything. I mean, his range is incredible, and he really impacts the game on both sides of the ball, and also base running, man. This guy's one of the best in the business. 8 stolen bases, but that's not it. Just everything he does on the bases, really a complete player, and that's why you saw him 7th in the draft. But these two boards are great. 95th percentile base running and fielding run value. You got Bobby Witt Jr., Dansby Swanson. Bam, there's J.J. Wetherholt again. Not your average rookie with what he's doing. And then when you get the next board, you'll really see the elite player that he is. Fielding run value leaders this season. This guy's the best in the business. You talk about the best defensive player, Pete Crow Armstrong. When you're on the same board as him and Bobby Witt Jr., you're doing something right. So Wetherholt sits right here as a rookie, second on this board, which is pretty incredible. So when you talk about two of the best players, up-and-coming players, that second base position is really in a good spot in Major League Baseball. But J.J. Wetherholt, Travis Bazzana doing their thing. It's pretty impressive. And it caught my attention this weekend of all the great highlights. These guys were pretty impressive.